Hi traders, this is TradeAlerter from ForexSignals.com, coming to you on Monday, the 15th of September 2014. This week is going to be a very important week for the market. We've seen this strong US dollar rally begin in the last 2 weeks since the beginning of September. And now we're seeing what's going to be a major test for this rally coming into the FOMC. Alright, so basically what we're looking for is either A, they drop a considerable time reference to interest rates, and in terms of when they're going to, how long they're going to keep them low, or they leave it in there. If they do leave it in there, this is probably going to start a little bit of a US dollar profit-taking bout. Yeah. Now, before we get to the announcement, though, because the market is so strong, and because there's a strong possibility that that there may not be that dropping of the FOMC now from the statement of the FOMC, the considerable time reference, then you may see the US dollar also start to give up a little bit of strength. And if we see that, how we want to be playing it is probably just straight through one of the big players. So I'll be looking at either A, long euro against the US, or short dollar yen. Now, short dollar yen has the advantage here that if we see a stock market sell-off, you're probably going to see the dollar yen come under pressure. So far, the stocks have been slowly falling, but nothing drastic, only 1 or so percent, 1 or 2%. And so if we see a bigger pullback, then you're probably going to see that dollar yen profit taking start to kick in a little bit sharper, and maybe is a little bit safer than just going straight for the long euro, which is, because it's the euro side of it, it's got its own problems. In terms of the pound, Thursday comes the major vote, and it should be announced a result by Friday. The no's are slightly in the lead still, so the no vote is the one which will allow the pound to rally. But because it's such a hard election to sort of predict, 16s and 17-year-olds can vote in this election. They're not getting polled, and so it's very hard to know how this is going to turn out. Now, I probably won't be trading until after the announcement. And what I'll be looking and interested in doing is looking to fade any sort of rally from missing. Well, if we do get that no vote, and then we do get the Fed keeping in the statement there, then you may see 165, 164.50. Those are good levels to sell. Yeah, and you expect a lot of the bears to come back in at those levels, and a lot of the people who have been holding longs, sort of try and take profit there, or get out of some ones from above 165, because there'll still be a few traders there who have been stuck in these trades, and they'll be looking at any major rally, like a move up to 165, to try and cut some of the losses. So this is what we're looking at. Going long with the euro or short with the dollar yen into the FOMC, and looking to sell any sort of major rally in the pound. Those are the major themes for this week. In terms of what we're playing out today, we're seeing a little bit of relief rally, relief sell-off in the Euro Aussie and the Euro Kiwi, which have been dramatic. In last week, we saw a huge rally, 600 points there on Euro Aussie. We're seeing a pullback today. Luckily, we did sell a little bit of the Euro Kiwi earlier. Made some good pips here. Nothing like the loss we took last week. Last Wednesday, I believe. But still, it's good to get back a couple of winners, try and psychologically get in the front page. The euro, we are long a little early. The market did open 129.80, and let's pull back to 129.40. I did get in a little early in terms of this particular market. But if we hold this 129, we should be able to at least minimize our exposure here on the next rally, and maybe try and buy on the next dip. It depends how the market's looking there. I don't see the next leg of the sell-off coming until after the FOMC. And if that's going to be the way the market's going to play out, market's still very short, so profit taking when the market's very short means edging higher is likely, unless we get some negative news out, which is possible, but not major on the cards here. We do have something from the ECB later, but we'll talk about that. It's later in the week. We'll talk about that later. In terms of one of the commodity plays, that if I was looking to bargain hunt and try and pick a bottom, We did talk about a few hours ago about the Kiwi. We did buy some actually, and just unfortunately got stopped out uh, of the Kiwi here. You know, on one of the sell-offs. So we bought. The market went up, came back down, tapped at entry, and then shot off again. Which is, you know, why when we're giving trade suggestions here in the written report, I suggested buy at 81.30 and then sell. Put your stop loss at 80.90. Yeah, so moving to entry sometimes puts it in a bad area that can easily get touched. So that's my bad in terms of this trade, but it's okay. I mean, it's a counter trend trade anyway, so it's a little against the grain. It's more of an intuitive feeling that the market commodity prices, the commodity plays were a little oversold last week without any major news. The Aussie dollar is the one that did the big move last week, and that had some bad news from China, and it's still having a little rally here. Probably going to close that gap. I wouldn't be so keen to sell here, even though it looks like a nice sell. I'd probably be waiting for an extension higher because as that US dollar profit taking comes through on the FOMC. Major announcement there that you could see, a little bit higher. So let's see how it plays out today. If the euro breaks 129, then we might have to cut our losses here and just move on and move. Maybe that profit taking ahead of FOMC won't be as large as possible, because if anyone's going to lead that profit taking, it's going to be the euro and the dollar yen. And if you look at the dollar yen, it's just holding so far. But you can see this sort of price action. You could get a pullback any day now, and that's what's going to prompt that euro to rally. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, come to the Forex Signals chat room. A lot of good traders there. A lot of you'll find me. My tag is TradeAlerter. You can have a chat there about some of the things we talked about. You can also find the written report every day at TradeAlerter.com, and also this video posted. All right, good luck with your trades. See you tomorrow.